Okay, kids, I'm live, and today we're going to talk about UPS. We've been getting a lot of action about UPS and how many took the buyout, how many are looking for the extension, which I understand they took. The stock's down at 84 and change, and then a possible layoff. It'll be part of the plan. So that's what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about UPS. Okay, kids. UPS, because a lot of people have responded to my UPS YouTubes, my shorts, my longs, and I'm just curious about people that need to make decisions. I want to see if they pick the right horse. It's a big decision. You know, if you spent many years there, I'd like to see who's loyal to UPS, the company, and who's loyal to the Teamsters, and who's loyal to the team. Because, you know, you guys are all teammates, you know? So welcome. Everybody busy today? I just thought I'd come in on a Saturday night before everybody decides to party or relax. It might be a good time to talk. I'd like to see where things are going with your decision on UPS. If there's any other options, what you're looking for. Are you contemplating a layoff? Are you contemplating a retirement? Move on to something else? It's important. I mean, you got choices. I'd like to know where the loyalty is. I wonder where the loyalty is at UPS or the Teamsters. So we're going to talk business today. You're just looking, that's good. How'd you find me? Basically, just browsing? I appreciate you stopping by. I usually go live just to talk about life and business. How you doing? And today I'd like to keep it on a subject, basically picking the right horse. Where are you at in your life? Picking the right horse. How you doing? Braga. Just looking. Hey, Red. How's it going? Craig, what's going on? Okay, let's see. How you doing, kid? South Africa? How you doing, Ned? Is anybody making sure they pick the right horse? Any big decisions coming up towards dreams, or is it more about regrets? I don't want anybody to have regrets. You know? I want to see happy people. I was just listening to a song. Does anybody remember Cat Stevens, or am I too old? Cat Stevens got a song out many years ago in the 70s called Father and Son. And one of the lyrics is, yes, I'm old, but I'm happy. That's me. I'm old and I'm happy. There you go, Craig. I'm United States. Florida, the state of Florida. You know, that's good. That's a good sign when you could say you picked the right horse. When you pick the right horse, what else happens? You're happy. You got to stay consistent, though. You know? Yes. William, same thing. I started investing at 21. My father started to teach me about the stock market. And if there's anything that I do, I'm not much of a real estate guy. I've tried it and didn't like it. It's too much work. And it's not liquid. It's not liquid. I like being liquid. Illinois, White Sox, Cubs, Bears, what else? Blackhawks. I told you, Craig. God's a good thing, man. That's my partner, by the way. God is my partner. There's not too many other people I trust. United States Tax, Uncle Sam is also a partner in business. Hey, Greece, liquidity is finance, money. Money, when you talk about liquidity, you could move it within 24 hours. Japan, I was just in Japan in 2024. Beautiful country, man. It changed my life when it came down to health. I really started thinking about health is wealth. Any other big decisions coming up, people? Job market, it's kind of confusing because they're saying it's low, 4%, but at the same time, it's got bad numbers, and the stock market dropped quite a bit last Friday, and Trump is actually talking about firing his labor analytic person. It depends, but I would say the last quarter of any business calendar year is always bad for layoffs, uh, cutbacks, buyouts like UPS is going through. Everybody's going through a change, but that means the same thing for you. That means you got to take care of yourself. Right, Paul? You got to take care of yourself. Wow. Oh, my God. I got to laugh at these trolls. You know that, right? That's correct. Hey, William, you go by William. William, I'm betting on myself. I've invested in uh, emerging markets, what they call emerging markets. Asia. I think Asia is going to really bust loose, man. The CPA firm. Interesting. What about the CPA firm? Yeah, Vanguard's got a emerging market folder, I'm sure, or portfolio. But you got to look at being diversified. ETF or something. It's more safe. I'm not here giving you advice. I'm just saying what I do myself personally, and I do have contacts that know where to invest and so on. I usually work with a big bank and somebody that's very knowledgeable. They're called analysts. You talk to an analyst, not a banker, an analyst. But you got to have so much net worth to be able to have one-on-one care, if you know what I mean, as an advisor. Don't get into just taking guesses or gut feels. You got to go for the long term too. You got to go for the long term. Anyone here working for UPS or USPS, Amazon, Walmart in distribution? DHL. We could talk investment. Investment's a good thing. I'm in my 70s, but I've been investing since I've been in my 20s. That's cool. You're not old enough, you're saying. However, you have a choice. So it sounds like you're going to hang on, correct? You're going to hang on. You're not going to take the buyout. Yes, gold and silver, they say, is a good investment. That's correct. It's a little risky for me, and I don't like being late in the game. I like to start kind of like knowing it's a long term. When I look at investments, I take my father's advice. You look at the balance sheet, not as much about the P&L. You look at the balance sheet, you look at their assets, you look at their liquidity or their cash, things like that. And a big one is the leadership. Do you have good leaders that really know the business? Because if you got risk takers, nowadays there's a lot of turnover. You know what I mean? Guys that think they're sharp and then they jump ship and go to another location. Yeah, William, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. Just, just don't get crazy. I'm pretty diversified, but I go for the long term. My equity position is usually my portfolios are 85% equities, 15% uh, cash, just in case I want to invest in something. I have good advisors though too, and I'm conservative. I'm considered conservative. Smart, Paul. Paul, that's smart. 18 years old. You're doing good, man.